explosions. Oh. Oh. Like, you saw a little bit of a flash, but, like, where did it hit? Because there's, like, no visual. That's kind of fucking crazy. India said early Wednesday it had launched a military operation against Pakistan, hitting terrorist infrastructure in both Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir, in a major escalation of tensions between the two neighbors. These steps come in the wake of the barbaric Pahalgam terrorist attack, in which 25 Indians and one Nepali citizen were murdered. India's Ministry of Defense said in a statement referring to an attack last month, tourists in India-administered Kashmir. Our actions have been focused, measured, and non-escalatory in nature. No Pakistani military facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and method of execution. India said 9 sites in total were targeted. Multiple loud explosions have been heard in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, according to a CNN journalist. Pakistan's military said India struck with missiles. Pakistan will respond to it at a time and place of its own choosing. Pakistani military spokesperson Ahmed Sarif Chaudhry told GEO TV. This heinous provocation will not go unanswered. Pakistani military sources told CNN 5 locations were struck at Kotli, Admapur East, Muzaffarabad, Bagh, and Muridki. I have butchered all of those names. 3 of those locations, Kotli, Muzaffarabad, and Bagh, are in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Admadpur East and Muridki are both in Pakistan's Punjab province. Interesting. So this is actually kind of interestingly related. So the new hit piece on me, it's less retaliatory than the, you know, sloppy person who did the Vice article. But VTuber Kirsche goes viral for seemingly defending Shiloh Hendricks' fundraiser after latter reportedly calls a child the N-word. Yeah, most people are just going to read this and decide what they feel based on that. The way they set up this picture makes it look like this is a face reveal. I don't have children and I don't have tattoos, chat. Seethingly. And they go like, a clip from VTuber Kirsche. They don't link me, by the way. They link Bostonians against Mayor Wu, the guy I was talking about, but they don't put any links to me. That seems kind of weird, Mr. Indian article writer. A clip from VTuber Kirsche's Twitch and YouTube stream from May 3rd has garnered a lot of attention on social media. Yeah, a lot of botted attention. Even Amsongold's fucking Clipper guy couldn't even get traction on it, man. He saw it had like over 2 million views and he was like, oh boy, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna post it too. All that did was make some sane people see it, thankfully. And these people are pathetic cockroaches. I don't think the Yeet guy did anything wrong. I don't think the Yeet guy did anything wrong. He just didn't realize the tweet was botted and so he wouldn't get traction when reposting it. After the streamer seemingly defended Shiloh Hendricks' fundraiser. During her streams, Kirsche was reacting to a specific post by an ex-user, Bostonians Against Mayor Wu, at Anti-Wu Coalition. They even put his @ here. They didn't put my links and they didn't put any of my @s. These fucking scumfucks, dude. When she gave her remarks about Shiloh Hendricks' fundraiser online. The VTuber, this doesn't even go to me. If you go to the VTuber link, it goes to another one of their articles about like April 2025 being a dramatic month, and they don't even have me in the dramatic month. These fucking grifting pieces of shit. The VTuber called out the social media user, calling them hypocritical for wanting to shut down the charity drive because the same platform allowed the Carmelo Anthony fundraiser. That's just a true statement. Like, I'm just correct here. There is literally zero argument you could make against me that would make any amount of sense to this statement. She stated that they shouldn't shut down Hendricks' campaign, reasoning that the Minnesota residents' actions were much less serious than Anthony's, who raised $521,758 through a similar fundraising campaign on Give, Send, Go, after being charged in the case of Austin Metcalf's stabbing. Again, this is just a true fucking statement. There is no argument to be made here. There is nothing you can say that doesn't make you look like you're a fucking lunatic against this statement. The Twitch streamer said, advertisement, Bostonians against Mayor Wu, unfortunately, seems like a giga cuck. I'm sad they censored me saying the word cuck, but I'm glad that the sentence Bostonians against Mayor Wu seems like a giga cuck is now permanently etched in internet language. Like this is now on the internet, and this makes me smile that this is in the article. I'm glad about this. The fact that you can raise money for calling a 5-year-old the N-word is insane. Hope they shut down her campaign, is me quoting Bostonians against Mayor Wu. Their AI technology isn't great yet, chat. And then me responding to reading Bostonian against Mayor Wu's tweet saying they shouldn't. They didn't shut down Carmelo Anthony's campaign, so getting mad at this just outs you as a very hypocritical person. And it does. That's, again, just fucking true. There's no way you can tell me you're a functional person and you're going to get more angry at someone saying a no-no word than someone stabbing another human being in the heart and killing them. Zero way you can tell me that these are even equivalent exchanges. Some could interpret that as cock, not cuck. I don't think Bostonians against Mayor Wu has a cock. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying cucked shit like this. For those unaware, Shiloh Hendricks, a woman from Rochester, Minnesota, made headlines after allegedly calling a 5-year-old child the N-word. It's on video, it's not allegedly, during a disagreement at a public park. A video filmed by a man who confronted her at the time went viral on the internet. A man who is an alleged pedophile who was filming children at a park. Why is an alleged pedophile who had a hearing on May 5th at a park full of children recording? Why does nobody ask this question? Why is that always fucking left out? Shiloh Hendricks started a fundraiser on May 2nd, 2025, asking for assistance to relocate, claiming that her family has been threatened since the video was released, which is also true. VTuber Kirsche compares Shiloh Hendricks' controversy to George Floyd and Carmelo Anthony incidents, calls it the consequence of where we are now. Yeah, except I was extrapolating why people feel that way, not giving my own opinion. Kirsche called out the X user. Again, they link fucking the Bostonians against Mayor Wu, but they don't link me. They're not linking me. Maybe I'm on Pakistan's side in this conflict for asking followers to donate to them instead of Shiloh Hendricks, which is, again, a shitty thing to do. I don't come out here on stream. I'm not like, this Carmelo Anthony fundraiser, this kind of chaps my hide. This is kind of a bad thing to do, to give money to an alleged murderer who stabbed a guy, who admitted to stabbing a guy in the heart and killing him. You know what, guys? Instead of donating to Carmelo Anthony, how about you donate to me? How about you look at my Stream Elements link and give me those money dollars instead? And you know why I don't do that? Because it makes me look like a disingenuous, grifting fuck. Part of my twit longer when I was making fun of like Pippa sexually assaulting imaginary VTubers that she made up through the AI was calling out the VTubers that do this exact fucking thing, where they'll go on Twitter and they'll be like, I'm calling out this male VTuber for being a creep and trying to solicit pictures from people in DMs and he wouldn't leave me alone and he kept calling me cute and I blocked him and then he just went to my friends and asked why he couldn't call me cute anymore and I just think like I should thank you guys for all the follows and the support during this hard time in my life, and if you want to donate to me, here's my Ko-Fi link and here's my PayPal.me. I just appreciate any support you can give at this time, thank you. And that's what Mayor fucking Wu's little anti-account here looks like as well. Anti-Wu coalition being like, yeah, don't donate to this woman, this is bad, donate to me instead, makes them look like a grifting little shit cunt, using that word in the actual appropriate context instead of like everyone else using it against someone they don't like. Because I liked the news that Mr. Anti-Wu Coalition put out. That's why I was following him. Goddamn sister, preach, I hate unprincipled people. I need rent money. I bought too many skebs. When people keep doing fundraisers, and like, I want to express this because nothing pisses me off more. When people keep doing fundraisers and they keep asking for money for different things, you have to start using your pattern recognition. Why are there constant fundraisers? Why every couple of months does something so bad that this person needs to fundraise money keep happening? If they were supposed to like show receipts, right? If they promised to show receipts about how all of that money in the fundraiser was used and they didn't show all of those receipts, it's on the community to keep asking them and badgering them, hey, where are those receipts? I see you've started another fundraiser asking for more money because you're claiming you're in trouble again. But just a few months ago, you had a fundraiser and you didn't show all of the receipts for all of the money. Like, we gave you this much and you only showed a receipt that was like this much. So what happened with the rest of it? That's the community's responsibility. If questions aren't asked, if you don't poke around about why this person every couple of months is having a new fundraiser, especially when they're making money off of doing content creation, you're going to keep getting taken advantage of. The scum-ass journos, God, you can't hate these assholes enough. She went on to read the ex-user's bio and insinuated that they were racist against white people for opposing Shiloh Hendricks. Reading the ex-user's bio, being the Bostonians against Mayor Wu, his bio says, no racism, no hate. And my response was, no racism, no hate, unless it's against white people, I guess. And I guess that the Indians who wrote this article using AI just are unable to perceive breakfast. Because if you're saying that you had no problem with Carmelo Anthony's fundraiser, you don't even need to say it. If you said nothing about Carmelo Anthony's fundraiser, but then you get mad at the one for Shiloh Hendricks, you are outing yourself as, I'm fine with racism as long as it's the correct racism. Either both of these fundraisers should get taken down, or both should be allowed to exist. Only one would be a double standard. Do not redeem the adult content warning. I am an adult educational streamer. It's fine just as long as it's a hate whitey. Yeah, so like to put this here and not even like put in an explanation of why it was said. I don't think anybody who looks at this article is going to read this far, so I guess the breakfast unperceivers aren't even that much of an issue, but it's still just like, how fucking disingenuous of a scumfuck do you have to be? And they timestamp where I said it, so I guess if somebody wanted to listen to me say it in real time, they could. The VTuber acknowledged that most people do not support using racial slurs against children, but went on to compare the Shiloh Hendricks controversy to past events about George Floyd and Carmelo Anthony, stating, Bostonian guy, the ex-user who criticized the fundraiser, said, oh no, what am I going to do with followers who think it is okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word? And this is where I said what I thought other people were feeling and why this fundraiser exists in the first place. Where I said, I don't think most people think it's okay. I think that there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, the whole George Floyd incident in the Summer of Love, like Carmelo Anthony. The George Floyd incident in the Summer of Love was an entire year of cities being burned to the fucking ground. You can't tell me that people went through an entire year of that. People lost their businesses. People lost their lives in these riots. You can't tell me that this didn't contribute to other people feeling tired of having to deal with this stuff. Like, there's no way the entire Kyle Rittenhouse thing, where there are lies told about that to this day, where they lie about Kyle Rittenhouse crossing state lines with a firearm or having shot black people, which he didn't. Like, there are still lies about that today, man. You cannot tell me that this didn't have an effect. For context, Carmelo Anthony is accused of stabbing Austin Metcalf on April 2nd. Again, like you said, allegedly, for her saying the N-word, it's not alleged, it's on video, she did. Carmelo Anthony is accused, and we have to say allegedly in this case because he hasn't, like, been to trial yet, and this is a far more serious offense than saying a word. But he admitted to doing it. He straight up admitted, like, yes, I did that. Like, come on, man. Anthony's family started a fundraiser on Give-Send-Go to help them navigate the many challenges surrounding Carmelo's case, as per the description on the website. While talking about the Hendricks fundraiser, Kirsche compared the two, because other people are also comparing them, and they're comparable in the fact that his is much more egregious, but Josh was correct. People should be able to give money to whatever the fuck they want to, and if his is allowed to exist, so should hers. There's, like, either both do or neither do. The streamer then claimed that people are tired of the two-tier justice system and seemed to insinuate that Shiloh Hendricks' uses of the N-word was just the consequence of where we are now. I didn't imply that it was her usage of the N-word. I implied that the people donating to her Give, Send, Go, the fact that she has a Give, Send, Go, the fact that this even made the news at all is merely because of Carmelo's Give, Send, Go. I don't think this would have been as big of a deal as it is, and I don't think she would have made as much money off of that Give, Send, Go if Carmelo Anthony did not have one. But he does, and there were very hateful comments left on it. So her having one is a consequence of that, like straight up, man. And they quote me again, there are a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system. They start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things. That doesn't make it okay, but it's just a consequence of where we are now, unfortunately. This is me referencing the comments on the Give, Send, Goes and people doing stuff with the Give, Send, Goes. Claiming that people aren't tired of the two-tier justice system. This is why I think it's written by AI. Because, like, there's no way that, like, an actual human wrote this article and left out so much context. The clip from Kirsche's broadcast shared by this fucking guy on X on May 3rd, 2025 has gone viral, from botting, garnering over 2 million impressions within 2 days. Later on in the stream, Kirsche called out both sides for advocating for violence against people and said, I don't like seeing this kind of, like, violence against other people. Not that words are violence, but there are definitely people advocating for violence on both sides, and I don't like seeing that. Yeah, and there are very violent, hateful comments being put on both of these Give, Send, Goes, and I think that's bad. Like, this article just makes me sound like a very reasonable person, but they think of it as like a hit piece, man. It's fucking weird. He's a night manager analyst with a neck beard. Of course he's writing about this shit, man. Of course he's writing about this shit. His nickname is Anar Kitty. Are you telling me that fucking Antifa wannabes are trying to write hit pieces on me now? No wonder it's so bad. They tried so hard to not name you directly just to have the AI name drop you. I know, right? I don't know how you can take a person seriously that calls themselves an Anar Kitty. Like, come on, dude. Come the fuck on, dude. Now with the context of this fucking thing, I had a person DM me. They said, hey, just to let you know, Sportskeeda is an outlet hated even by Indians. They recently faced a severe backlash for false reporting and using wrong terminology and are being investigated by the Indian Ministry of Broadcast. And they linked me this X post. They made this apology on April 27th and they locked the replies because of course they did. We extend our sincere apology. Important clarification and apology. We regret an error in our recent post where we referred to Kashmir with an incorrect terminology. It was an oversight at our end, and we apologize for hurting anyone's sentiments, causing any harm. We respect India's sovereignty over Kashmir and acknowledge it as an integral part of India. Sportskeeda has always been proudly Indian and has always strived to build a multi-sport culture in the country. If you're trying to build a multi-sport culture, why the fuck are you writing, like, defamatory articles on someone? Like, why are you trying to write an article to deal damage to a random fucking American Fox woman? You fucking freaks. We strive for accuracy and sensitivity in our content. No, you do fucking not! No, you absolutely do not, you scumfuck! We appreciate your understanding and feedback and helping us improve. You know, I don't hate just Western journalists anymore. I hate Indian journalists too now. Fuck you. They want you to send Bob's and Vagine. Yeah, I did not let the milk truck arrive, and that's why they're fucking mad at me. We've taken stern action against the person responsible for creating the post. Thank you for holding us accountable. This had 1.3 million views. Enough of acting traitor, name the editor who wrote and published it. Like, their comments are just a whole bunch of Indians being angry. Like, just very, very mad at what happened. And they hid the comment. Somebody posted the reason why Sportskeeda is apologizing. Once again, pinned... If you hide a reply, it becomes a pinned reply. If you want something to not be seen, you shouldn't pin it. The only things I pin are, like, the dangerous, like, fucking bot accounts that try to trap you into, like, getting your information to them, right? But, like, if you're going to hide something, it's gonna be pinned. People will see it. You'll have more people see it if it's pinned, even. The Indian volleyball team has withdrawn from the Central Asian Championship in Islamabad, protesting the tragic Pahalgam attack on April 22nd that claimed 26 lives in Indian-occupied Kashmir, heightening tensions with Pakistan. What an interesting thing to say! Respectfully, why the fuck would anyone in an Indian news site reader list to give a shit about an American VTuber's drama? I have a feeling, right, since, like, the anal valence person was continuously tagging other, news slop sites that do defamation pieces on people, trying to get more people to write articles on me. Maybe they knew someone at Sportskeeda, maybe they knew someone, you know, who's an anarchitty, who also decided to jump on the bandwagon, you know, thought they would get a little bit of a presser, but they didn't want to go, you know, as hard on the slander as the anal person did. So, you know, we ended up with something that made me look very fucking reasonable. Not that the other one didn't make me look reasonable, but it's like the Sportskeeda one lied a lot less than the other one did. So, like, very slightly more integrity than Vice, but also, why the fuck are you doing this? Thanks for the free advertising, I guess? Say with one exception, you should hide replies that are TOS because people can spam report your post for the comments and get it taken down. I've never had that happen before. I've never had that happen. And like, I feel like if I start targeting certain things to hide, then if I forget to hide a reply, people will glom onto that and be like, Kirsche usually hides posts with the N-word, but she didn't hide this post with the N-word. That means she agrees with it this time. So I just don't hide anything. I'll hide the bot replies, and that's about it. Literally, the only reason these journos get any traction is because they know you'll cover it. This is just tabloid BS. I mean, I typically like ignore things, but if I'm going to continuously get free advertising, monetize your haters. This is literally the Amsongold playbook, and who am I to say the largest streamer and the most watched streamer is wrong in the way that he goes about dealing with people slandering him? You know? So, clearly, the Amsongold playbook works, and I will keep utilizing it. Fat Electrician Man said the latest news cycle made sure to mention that Buffalo Schools is considering litigation, which I can only assume means they're thinking about suing us. New York has some of the strongest whistleblower protections in the country, and the fact that angry cops as a public employee alone makes any legal action borderline impossible. Add that to the fact that his claims have already been proven correct, like your misclassification of 54% of police calls, and Shane Cronin now being officially charged with attempted child abduction. If you even tried to pursue legal action, you'd be exposing yourselves to punitive and compensatory damages under New York's SLAPP laws. I have written statements from teachers. I have written statements from first responders. I have written statements from parents. I have written statements from students. I've filmed interviews with teachers. All of them validate Detective High's claims. Your empty threats don't sway me. And this is all they fucking have, dude. All they have is trying to threaten people, trying to make them fear retaliation, trying to make them fear life ruination. So they just shut up. They just shut up and take the bad behavior and let the bad behavior continue. And you know that if these guys weren't who they were and they did fold and shut up, the smearing would ramp up. It would continue. They would go after all of these people and probably their families because they're like, look, they bent the knee. We know we can do damage now. We can hit them even fucking harder. So I'm glad that these people, these fat electrician, these unsubscribed podcast people, are the kind to stand up and fight back and not get any sort of fear from dirty smear merchants trying to cover their own asses from wrongdoing. Let's see here. I shouldn't laugh at that, but fuck me, dude. Lord Miles tweeted out, India has struck Pakistani territory. Birmingham, England has been wiped off the map. Also British, I approve. Jesus fucking Christ. Englishmen would celebrate. Well, that's one way to take care of the grooming gangs, I guess. Bam.
I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone. I could have died.
But then I could have been his hot nurse.
I'm not doing that again. Yesterday was fucking crazy. Basically, oh god, oh jeez, oh man,
oh jeez,
we had a pretty big day today, or yesterday,
jeez, Rick.
and yeah, so I had to take the day off. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. Well, it's basically like yesterday was a really good example of how you ever have one of those days where like everything just kind of the dominoes always fall in a way that is not good for you. Well, this was one of my dominoes yesterday. And so I had to deal with that.
The domino.
I thought this board was safe. This piece of wood, it wasn't.
Oh.
It was
Sorry,
not.
my hair was all fucked up in my headphones.
Yep, I fell right through my fucking ceiling. Obviously, I was able to catch myself and, you know, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's
right?
a Slenderman. He's pretty tall.
Like, you know, 4 or 5 other cuts all over me. Other than that, I'm fine. But yeah, no, nothing broken. It's only a flesh wound. It's totally fine. I'll heal in a few days and that'll be it. And so I'm not worried about it. Good one, jackass? Yeah, I know. Well, so here's what happened, right? Is that apparently, so, okay, let me go back. All right, where do I want to start with trying to explain what happened with this, right? Did you get your wounds disinfected? I actually took a bath and I washed myself completely.
Oh my god, he took a fucking bath?
Over me.
Is the world ending? Oh wait, hold on a minute, hold on.
There are so many cuts all over me. Like there's this.
Do you see it? Do you see those nice veining on his hands? Oh man, look at those fucking freakish goblin hands, chat. Oh yeah.
This one, there's that one. I think there's one over here too. I don't know if you can really see that one very well. Where is it? There's like some like little bit, maybe a tiny little bit there, not a whole lot. And let's see, I'm trying to think.
He's injured and you're perving.
Yeah, my leg,
that's the perfect
my
time.
Leg is cut up.
He can't fight back.
Yeah, there it is. Legs cut up as well. But the fact is, I mean, that's nothing. I mean, really, that's nothing. It's not even a big deal. And so anyway, dude, no, yeah, it's totally fine. Like, I feel like, honestly, so to me, Nan, thank you again for the 10 subs. I appreciate it.
You've been so horned up since vacation. It's bananas. There's no way. There's no way there's any difference, chat. It's the same. What do you mean? You get nervous when you see really thin arms and or legs. You can't help but thinking they'll snap if looked at funny. Same. I think the same exact thing. There's no way. There's no difference. Pent up. I am pent up. That's for sure.
And did you clean it up? Yeah, I did. Oh, actually, you know what? I can show you a picture. Yeah, I actually did. Please see a doctor. What, for a few cuts? For a few like a few little cuts on you? You want me to go see a doctor? Like, what the fuck? No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, who sees doctors, dude? Fuck doctors.
This is no metal there. What are you talking about?
No metal, all wood, baby.
Yeah, it can get infected. Anything can get infected. I've been cut so many times, it's not a big deal.
Kier got a taste of asthma on vacation, and now she's in withdrawal, getting extra horned up in response. Chat! We went on vacation at the same time. We did not go on vacation together. Fuck.
Asbestos, not the cuts. So I hate to tell you guys this, but I was reading through.
We can't hear it, but she's licking her screen.
Of, like, the comments and everything that people made on this, and jeez, I hate. I feel like such a bitch saying this, but I have given up. I have surrendered. We are actually going to get a cleaning team out.
You need professional fucking cleaners.
And look into whether it's asbestos or not, and we're gonna do the whole thing, right? No. And so. I don't want to. I didn't want to have to do that.
Where's the video of him falling? That's what I wanted to see.
To be honest with you guys, I thought I could just do it all by myself. It'd be no big deal. The fact is that yesterday I got so lucky, and like I had people telling me like, "Oh yeah, this happened."
There is no video of him falling. How could you do this to me, chat? I guess he gives close-ups of the pictures, but he shows like other pictures there. What are these other pictures? What are these other pictures?
My dad always taught me whenever I was a kid, he said that every time that something bad happens to you, turn the situation in a way to make it even better than before it happened.
True.
And so I try to use that as much as I can. And so yesterday, I used my vacuum cleaner. I vacuumed up the entire floor.
Aw.
Everything's totally fine. To be fair, I didn't vacuum this. I just fucking shook it out outside. That's why it's kind of dirty. And I did everything. It's already done. Like, it's already done. And this is after, by the way, I had to, and then I had to go to Verizon to help my dad get a new phone, right? And so I'm getting my dad a new phone at the same time. And then also, like, I'm like, okay, well, you want to try an iPad, right? Because I was going to buy him an iPad.
Aww.
And so then I do this, and I actually took a bath yesterday, too, because I was like, well, I was picking...
He's really proud of taking that bath. How did I manage to hit him saying that twice?
My nose, I'm just gonna be honest, right? I was picking my nose, and all the boogers were black, and I was like,
what?
I think we need to get some professionals in here. This doesn't seem very good.
How?
And so I am gonna hire some professionals and actually get the house cleaned up. My goal originally, whenever I cleaned my house, this was kind of a while ago, and blood, no, I can tell the difference between blood and dirt. Trust me, it's not blood. And
that's true.
Anyway,
if anyone could, it'd be him.
That's what's going to happen. I've already begun the process. I have somebody that's working on it for me, like making it happen. It is literally happening as we speak, right? And so that's pretty much it. I'm too under-leveled for this dungeon, man. I am, and I thought to myself, how insanely, like, because I can say, oh, I have super fast reflexes, and I was able to stop myself or whatever. Yeah, maybe that's true.
All skill,
but I
no
also
luck.
really got lucky. I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone. I could have died. I'm not doing that again. Like, I'm willing to take risks, right? I'm willing to take risks, but this is a bit much.
Yep.
Right? Were you alone? Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Oh, that's even scarier. If he hurt himself,
so, yeah,
who knows how long
and,
he would have been there without somebody coming.
So glad you're okay. No big boss. Well, hey, I'm the kind of guy. Okay, listen. Like, I used to always do things that you shouldn't do with my friends whenever we grew up. And one time we almost got in trouble.
He was eating the Maltesers out of the foreskin.
Individuals that get you in trouble, and you get in trouble a lot, right? We almost got caught. And I told myself, and I was like, I was like, okay, guys, that was it. That was the last time I'm ever going to do this again.
Unfortunately, he didn't hurt himself. Mods, explode this man's penis for wishing harm on the Goblin King. The fuck's wrong with you, weirdo?
And so they're like, oh, yeah, right. And like, I actually quit entirely. I quit. They didn't. One of them went to prison. And I never went to jail. I never got arrested. I never even got pulled over. I never got in trouble at all. So I know when to hold them. I know when to fold them. And bro, I fucking folded yesterday. I'm going to be honest. I folded. And so I figure, you know what? That's okay. And I'm going to go and get, like, basically, there's like maybe 5 or 10 different things that are wrong with my house in like a big way. And somebody was
only
talking
5
about
or
like
10?
asbestos and everything. I've got to text my friend because like his grandma lives up the street and like, you know, we grew up together. I've got to ask him, like, do you know, did your grandma ever get the ceiling checked for asbestos? Because like our houses were built at the same time. Yeah, I've got to hit up Zach McElreevy and see what's going. Is your tailbone okay? Sure. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm totally fine. Yeah, there's no issue at all. When was your house built? I think 1975, somewhere around there, 1980.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we're going to have it checked for asbestos. Yep. We're going to have it checked. Uh-huh.
I do hate popcorn ceilings,
sure.
though. Popcorn ceilings hate, man.
And so did that happen today? It's not going to happen today. It'll take a little bit of time, but I've already got everything patched up and everything, and we're okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Give me 1 second.
He just like me? For real, for real? Does he bring up another picture? Oh, he does. Oh, no, he zooms in.
I think I have a little already cooked, right? Like, I mean, if this was asbestos and I was getting asbestos poisoning, I was already fucked, right? It fucks up your lungs. Yeah, exactly. And so that's really what it is. It's flame retardant? Yes, exactly. And so, yeah, I've already been in the house forever, so I'm already fucked if it is and it was exposed. But basically, if you don't, like, fuck with it, nothing bad will really happen. But the problem is that when you do fuck with it,
oh,
that's whenever it is a problem. And so, yeah, and asbestos there is undisturbed, is no problem. Yes, exactly. And so, basically what we're going to do is we are going to have the ceiling checked for asbestos. And I want to make sure it doesn't happen.
He doesn't have the asbestos.
Maybe insulators that got ill? Yeah, no doubt. But, yeah. Let's see here. Nothing wrong with a little bit of attic cough? Yeah, a little bit, right? And I also haven't talked a whole lot. Like, yesterday I talked to my dad a little bit. This is the first time I've really been talking to anybody in, like, over a day. And, like, now I'm talking nonstop. So I don't find this to be alarming at all. Like, originally, I was just like, I blew it off. I was like, okay, well, you know, like, you win some, you lose some. But, like, after people were telling me, like, what happened to them in, like, these situations, I decided, I was like, this is too much. Right? Like, I just, you know, I put myself at too much of a risk, and I'm not going to do that. And so that was about it.
I understand, and I think it was admirable that he was, like, you know, trying to clean his entire house himself. Like, the fucking whole Asmon getting clean arc was a wonderful thing to see. But, yeah, I feel like the house was definitely too big of a job for, like, one person. And I don't think it would have been, like a weak or a bad thing to have done to just hire professional cleaners sooner than this. But thankfully, he's doing that now, and he's not going to try and tackle all of it by himself. It's good he's getting help. It really is. It really is. It's crazy to me that there are people who, like, have insulted him for getting his shit together and getting, like, healthier and getting his house cleaner. Like, they just want to keep, like, fucking hating on him for, it, like, his age and, like, doing it too late or whatever, but you should celebrate someone making strides to improve their life, especially if they had issues with, like, mental illness, or especially, like, in his case, the situation with, like, his mother passing. Like, it's fucked up that people would use this as something to cudgel him with.
Property's big enough, you can buy a tiny house to live in. No, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I'm going to, like, there's going to be steps that I'm going to take. I'm going to talk to a professional, and I'm going to have them inform me on, like, the best steps forward, right? Like, I have a number of people I can trust,
a list at the end
to do that. And I'm just simply going to, you know, approach it from that way. Is this happening yesterday? Yes, it did. It happened yesterday. And so that's it. A little peace of mind. You can get a couple of air purifiers until they're done.
Your favorite streamer improving themselves should be inspiring. It absolutely should be. But I mean, there's that handful of, like, misery loves company people that are going to try and, like, either browbeat the streamer into staying in a puddle of misery because they don't want them to improve. Or, you know, there's going to be the people that just hate that streamer who are going to use it against them and be like, oh, yeah, like, you're so much older now. Like, why are you even trying? Like, this is something people do, like, when they're, you know, like, a teenager. Like, what the fuck? This is so dumb. You know, like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's actually a really good idea. I could maybe do that. And you're going to renovate your house whenever it's cleaned up? I mean, not entirely, but I'll renovate the parts that are unclean or problematic. Yeah, I will. Absolutely. So, if you're considering getting a new house, well, I covered that a minute ago. Like, I would only do it if I was moving in with somebody. But, like, other than that, like, getting married, like,
Chad, I know I've been looking to buy a house. Asmon's not moving in with me.
Other than that, I like living here. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. And so, yeah, that's at least the way that I feel about it.
Why does this keep happening? Trailer? Why are there so many coinky dinkies?
Did you see Hassan said about Tectone? Yeah, I did. We'll get through all that. But, like, I wanted to talk about, like, where I was yesterday, what was going on, etc. Have you noticed termites? No, I haven't. I didn't notice a single termite. To be honest with you, I was kind of surprised.
Now's your chat. I can't even, like, DM this guy for normal purposes. I've messaged him, like, once before, and I had such an anxiety-fueled meltdown that when he responded, I never responded back to him. I was just, like, fucking stunlocked. I was like, I can't do it. So I just never did. So I don't think I could ever achieve something as crazy as a higher level of interaction, chat. You have too much faith in me. You have too much fucking faith. Ask your manager. I don't think that's in his job description, man.
By that, are you good for now? Yeah, for now, and hopefully it stays the same. But yeah. What about the pipes? Oh, they're fucked too. And it'll probably cost me, I'm just going to say it, it'll probably cost me over $100,000 to get everything done. Like, I would not be surprised if it costed that much. It was going to be an insane amount of money. Just because of how many things are wrong. Like, I probably have to rebuild that more. You could be right. I mean, I have some things done, like the siding on the house is done all the way. But yeah, if it takes more, then it takes more, right? That's it. I mean, it's my home, and so I'm going to have to do it, right? But I'm not going to clean up everything. I'm just going to clean up the stuff that's, like, actively dangerous, right? And things that are, like, very inconvenient. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and that's why I wasn't on yesterday. And, man.
Show me the list! Oh, this is where he makes the list?
What a fucking day. House problems. Sink.
Dink.
Doesn't work. Hole
Ow,
in the door that
I just smashed my nail against my microphone.
Hole.
Wait. Hole in the door that rats get in from. Why was he so descriptive? Why are there so many rats? Dink donk doesn't work. The dink donk dink don't work.
In the pantry.
Are there rats in that hole too?
That rats get in from.
Why are there rats in all of Asmon's holes?
Hole in the ceiling because the light fixture fell down.
My light fixture didn't fall down, but the lady above me, her washing machine flooded once, and she was asleep, and we couldn't get a hold of her, and so her washing machine flooding was coming down through the light fixture in, like, my dining room area, my little breakfast nook area. So, like, now I have permanent water damage stains on my ceiling in that area. It's like a fucking waterfall, man.
Let's see. Bathroom broken.
Like the whole thing?
Let's see. Besides
Wait,
that,
what does that mean?
Let's see.
Like what?
Oh yeah.
Like the toilet, the
door.
sink, the fucking floor, like what, the shower? What is broken in the bathroom?
Destroyed.
Oh no.
Garage door broken. Wasps get in.
What?
Do
the wasps and the rats fight each other, or do they team up to try and gain more land from Asmon's house?
I think those are, like, kind of some of the big ones, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really problematic as well. Oh yeah, mold in the bathroom.
He's literally me, for real, for real.
Let's see. Besides that, that's not really big. Oh yeah, the roof. Wall. Oh yeah. Hole in my mom's room with water damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was another one.
Why are there so many holes?
Yeah, the new hole from yesterday, obviously. Kitchen cabinet. Oh yeah. Kitchen cabinets.
Why did he try spelling cabinets with a K? Is this a bit? Like, every time he types, it's so silly.
Okay, let's see. House problems. Okay, that's another one.
How did the cabinets decay? How?
I'm just trying to think. Carpet. Oh yeah, carpet. Carpet.
Carget
is rotten and waterlogged.
Oh, that floor.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely that. I forgot about that.
That poor floor.
Oh yeah, all walls are yellow from smoke.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see, I'm trying to think.
Still want him now. I'm not, like, the house doesn't matter, man. He's not the house. He's not an SCP.
I think that's pretty much, those are the main ones, right? Need a new paint job? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
You
is there
sure?
any new issues? That's pretty much a good start, right? Is the foundation good? Yeah, foundation's fine. It's not an issue. And outside the house is pretty much all cleaned up. It's fine. I had to get all that done for his inspector came out. There's like a whole situation a while ago. And let's see. New pipes. Oh yeah, well, I think that, like, there's something. This is probably a good start. Oh yeah, hole in the wall from when Zach tried to do a front flip onto the bed and kicked the whole hole in the wall.
Jesus Christ.
There's definitely that,
what
but
the
we just put a
fuck?
blanket over that, so that's not really a big issue. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, a
Does he,
little bit.
with all these holes, does he actually live in New York with the secret underground Israeli tunnels? Like, what the fuck is this?
A few of these things, right? These would be the ones that I would start with, okay?
He invited Fillion
Just-
over? I don't know.
right.
Zach doesn't sound like a
The
Filipino
oven, the
name.
oven works. Yeah, the oven does work. You're on speaker. What did I forget something?
Huh?
Well, you're on speaker. What did I forget something?
Yeah, you remember when I punched a hole in the wall when you were a little...
That's right. Yep. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should get his microphone if he can balance his phone on it. I
Okay.
can't balance a phone
Yeah,
on mine.
Got it.
Put the door back on your...
Hole in the wall from when my dad did it. Why did his dad punch a hole in the wall?
Room, I mean, the front bedroom.
No, I have that. That's good. The door's fine.
Is it home?
Yeah.
In your room, in that front room?
Yeah. No, I did that. I was like 15, 16.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the fact that your bathroom and your mom's bathroom are shitholes.
I have that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Is there a thunderstorm going on in this video right now? Did I just hear thunder?
not only the mold, but the
Well, that's
toilet.
his guess.
You didn't get a new toilet. You know, you need a new toilet. That thing's a shithole.
Well, that's what they all are.
I mean, that's what they're
But
for,
yeah,
yeah, you know?
That's why they need to be replaced.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's the thing to add. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Did you want me to call Matt about it?
No. I got Let me call you after I go live, and I've got an update for you on it. But because I did it this morning.
Oh, okay. Because let me check on these guys first before they do the work.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, thanks, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm sure to think of something else.
Right.
This is the I've accidentally locked myself into a phone call with a parent look on the face. This is me every time I'm on a phone call with a family member, except my dad. My dad always understands I want to just talk about what I called you to talk about and then immediately get off the phone as fast as humanly possible. My dad and I have like that secret Neuralink of we both hate being on the phone. We both don't want to be on the phone, but we understand some conversations are better on the phone than through text. So we're going to just autistically be as blunt as possible and then be like, okay, love you, bye. Your parents never understand that. When I was younger and I was still living with my dad, he would be like, nah, your grandmother's calling, you know, maybe you could just take the call for me. Maybe you know, you got more time. You can take the call, right? It's just here you go. Speaking of, how is your dad? He's doing fine. He checked in on me the other day, and I was like, sorry, I haven't been talking to you. Things that call themselves journalists have been making hit pieces on me, so you know, I've been a little busy. And he's like, oh, can you sue their asses? And I was like, probably not, because like they're used to this kind of dirty smear merchant game. And he's like, oh, okay. Oh, is anything wrong? And I'm like, nah, I've been getting a lot more support. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But you know, I still gotta like deal with stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I hope everything will be fine. Love you. My father is a man of few words. He does not like speaking, not on the phone, not in person. He just doesn't like to use speech. Have I recently talked to a lawyer? I might be able to. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. These people know how to word things so they can get away with lying about you without it being something you can actually take against them for defamation or slander. And especially as a public figure, like, defamation is really fucking hard to prove, even if they are lying about you. So, probably just need to keep taking the Amsongold playbook of monetize your haters, as it were. Do not show the chat. You can show my chat the stream, but do not show the chat to your chat. Oh, there's slurs in the chat. Okay.
మరి మన దళాల
What the
సన్నద్ధత
fuck?
ఎలా ఉంది యుద్ధం
What
చేయాలంటే
is this?
ఎల్ఓసి దగ్గర ఎలాంటి పరిస్థితి కనిపిస్తుందో చూద్దాం పిఓకేలో ప్రస్తుతం పరిస్థితులు చాలా క్లిష్టతరంగానే ఉన్నాయి.
They found Bigfoot in the background over there.
కఠినతరమైన కొండ మార్గాలు. yes హిమాలయాలు, కింద ఎత్తైన కొండలు, లోయలు, రాళ్ళు, రప్పలు. ఒక్క పర్వతం ఎక్కాలంటే
Why is there a download button flashing there like I've just landed on a scam website?
పాకిస్తాన్ సైన్యం పాగా వేసి
What the fuck? What is going on?
ఎల్ఓసి అంచుల్లో ఉన్న పర్వతాల్లో పాగా వేసి
What are all these like fucking noises in the background?
కష్టమైన విషయమే.
I'm so overstimmed.
పాక్ సేనల్ని చిత్తు చేయాలి అంటే మనం ఏం చేయాలి?
They got a helicopter and like fucking stealth fighter jets? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? What are these people standing here for? What is going on? And they have like little fucking 3D fighter jets flying all over the screen, dude. What is happening? What is happening? This is the most unserious news broadcast about fucking war I've ever seen. What the fuck? Oh my god. Chat, we've just started a new Civ 5 game. This is our intro.
రేపు దేశవ్యాప్తంగా పౌర రక్షణ మాక్ డ్రిల్స్ జరగబోతున్నాయి. రాష్ట్రాలకు కేంద్ర హోంశాఖ ఈ మేరకు ఆదేశాలు ఇచ్చింది. పౌరులకు శిక్షణ ఇవ్వబోతున్నాయి బలగాలు.
Breaking news! The chat, breaking news! Look!
దానికి సంబంధించి సన్నద్ధమవడానికి ఈ మాక్ డ్రిల్స్ నిర్వహించబోతున్నారు.
How are you going to report on something serious like all these people trying to take cover from fucking airstrikes and you still have all of these little like 3D models flying around the screen? Please, dude. Please, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my god. What is this? What is this fucking Columbine shot? Oh, Jesus Christ. They paid for the models, they're gonna use them. I just cannot believe how unserious this broadcast is. This is like jarring. Some people like to have fun at work. Well, don't let me be the one to stop you from having fun at work, but I feel like if you're reporting on literal missile strikes and warfare, you should maybe not have 3D models of stealth fighter jets flying across the screen while you're evacuating little girls in wheelchairs. Call me crazy. What in the actual fuck is going on? This is like what I would expect from a gym stream, not a news broadcast. Oh, they're sitting like teenage girls on the bed on the phone with their boyfriends. Why are they like this?
రాబోయే 100 గంటల్లో పాకిస్తాన్తో యుద్ధం వస్తుంది అని చాలా మంది జోసించారు.
Pakistan and Boston.
జరిగితే 100 గంటల్లో పాకిస్తాన్
Oh, they're bombing the tents.
మన బలగాలు పహల్గామ్ దాడి జరిగిన రోజే రక్షణ మంత్రి చెప్పారు. త్వరలోనే ఉంటుంది అని గట్టిగా వార్నింగ్ ఇచ్చారు. ఏరివేస్తామని చెప్పారు రాజ్నాథ్.
This is such a fucking car crash. I can't look away.
అంటే high altitude.
Sar, please redeem the nukes. Sar, please. CNN needs to step up their game. Yeah, maybe they would efficiently propagandize more people if their news broadcasts were like this. Is that actual footage of a missile? What are they doing? Who fucking okayed this? File. Why does it just say file? Why does it just say file on the screen?
So Bharata Brahmastram, BrahMos NG supersonic cruise missile.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The butter dog belongs in this broadcast. It fits. Willow, look at these planes, these real planes taking off. We've had the 3D planes flying around the screen, but now we're looking at the real ones. You can see what's happening in real life. We got those planes on the screen just for you to know what's happening both in real life and on our news broadcast. Don't click away. We need you to keep watching. That's why we're going to shoot off some missiles and some sirens.
భారత్ చేస్తున్న డ్రిల్స్ తో పాకిస్తాన్ జల సమాధి కాక తప్పదా? ఆ భయంతో
Why would you do this? Why would you World of Warships this animation when there's an actual like possible war issue going on? What the fuck am I looking at?
రెండు దేశాల మధ్య నేవీ
Look at all the space.
ఎయిర్క్రాఫ్ట్ క్యారియర్లు మన దగ్గర రెండు.
Oh, they even have like a score up on the screen like it's a fucking soccer match. What is happening?
8 మాత్రమే ఉన్నాయి. ఇక న్యూక్లియర్ సబ్మెరైన్లు భారత్ దగ్గర 2 ఉంటే పాకిస్తాన్ దగ్గర అసలేమీ లేవు. ఇక
Where's the subway surfers? I'm so overstimmed right now, man.
సో చాలా వ్యత్యాసం కనిపిస్తుంది. ఇక డిస్ట్రాయర్లు 13 మంది దగ్గర ఉంటే వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఏమీ లేవు.
Waiting for the Arma footage to be shown as if it's real. I'm waiting for the War Thunder forums to release more documents. Oh my god, 300 to 85. That's a pretty high fucking score.
భారత్ నేవీ వార్ డ్రిల్స్ మొత్తం 2025లో 8 వారాల పాటు
What the fuck am I watching?